Welcome to the final part 4 for this DIY chicken coop build series here. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and get the roofing shingles on. We'll get the hardware mesh on, securing this chicken coop and the run, and then just doing all the little finishing touches. Oh, okay. Maybe the biggest hassle of all. This is hardware mesh. I have 1/4 inch. This is galvanized hardware mesh here, which will be really good. It'll help prevent any sort of predators from getting in, as well as probably rodents and whatnot, just because it is so small. And we're just, for now, just putting it on using staple guns, and yeah, having an absolute blast while doing so. So just kind of lining it up, making sure to pull it tight, like so. I'm kind of crisscrossing like this, just so that it's not pulling too much in one particular direction, just because once you start cutting this stuff, it can almost come across...
unravel.
Like unravel, like little strands of it. So anyway, trying to prevent that. Yay. Okay, for these panels here, we're going to have them attached just with a couple of barrel bolts, one on each side. So I'm just pre-drilling the holes for those screws. Woo! And then trying to hit myself in the head. And we will attach these now. Now, in preparation for the roofing, I added just some spacers here in a strip because the flashing is going to come tuck down and cover that up, so it'll give it a surface to adhere to. Now, I'm certainly not a professional roofer, so this is not going to be a how to roof your chicken coop or how to roof your shed video. Lots of really good videos out there on that. I do have this... I'm just using the house wrap here, actually on the exterior. Talking to some people, they said that that would work just fine for my purposes on here. So I've got this stapled down, and then we're going to be running the shingles. So streamlined roofing video, engage. For my starter shingles, I'm using these ridge shingles that I just don't need anymore. They've got like a big wide split here, but I'm able to go ahead and just cut them into pieces that I can use for the starters. For the actual shingles, I'm using these Biltmore shingles here, just like so. Very nice. I've got my chalk lines drawn out here. They're at every 5 7/8. That's where I'll be placing them once I've got my starter shingles going on. Alright, so I've got these starter shingles that I made, and I'm just laying them out here. So I'm going to give myself an inch overhang coming off the plywood all the way around. I cut this first one here, so it's just 6 inches, and then that's going to offset enough so that when the actual shingles come over top, none of the seams will actually match up, which is what you want to do. So just following my chalk line here, I'm going to set them out, and we're going to hammer them in. And I've got the tar strips around the edge, because then that will allow the edge of the shingles to stick. Now that my starter shingles are installed all the way around the perimeter, I'm ready to begin my regular shingles. I'm going to be starting at this corner and moving that way, simply because this is really the only side that you'll see. Now that these first courses are done, I'm going to again start off with a full shingle here, although I think I might actually just be able to cut that short. Love it. And then carrying on the same fashion. This is not a terribly large work area. It's really hot in this roof. I'm glad I just finished the top part here. So now we're just left to do the flashing up along this corner here. And just measuring the flashing. And it'll be the same deal down here for the run, except we're running this way. So I'm going to start at that end, work this way, kind of figure out this slope adjustment here. And then it comes up to here. I know probably a lot more sane people would try to have the water running off the longer edge here, but this made for a lot easier roof because I had to go flat here. I didn't want to go like this and then like that or whatever, so water's all going to go that way. If some winds up coming off the sides a little bit on its way, not a big deal. Okay, now I just need to cut the flashing. for both the top roof as well as the coop roof. So for this flashing here, which I cut just with tin snips, I'm using this this mastic, this sealing compound stuff. I'm going to be putting some on the actual flashing. And it's a couple of rows of it. Once I get it flowing here. There we go. So I'm basically going to do like a racetrack all the way around here. And that's going to help seal the nails so that if there is any water that gets in it all, it shouldn't really go anywhere. Okay, I'm just setting it down. Clean the stuff off of my hand. And then I need to get my hammer. I'm just going to use these. These are actually like flooring nails. Any sort of common nails or whatever would work, but I like these because they'll possibly stick a little bit better into the wood and not want to come up over time. So grab that and nail these in. Gone ahead here and put up some of this hardware mesh so when the doors open the chickens can't escape. This is the last time this coop is going to be immaculate, as we are receiving chickens here tonight. Kind of have some stuff ready. Probably gonna add a couple of things when they show up. We're babysitting my buddy's chickens for a month before we get our own, as they're going on vacation. So yeah, inside of the coop is good. Run is fantastic and ready. Everything's functional. So I'm just taking these 2x4s that I've ripped with the table saw into 1/2-inch strips, and I'm just going to brad nail them over top of the edges of that, just for a safer finishing edge here. Just like that. I'm going all the way around all 4 of the sides. Just like that. I'm going all the way around all 4 of the sides. I put some finishing touches on there. First of all, getting some strips here all nicely coated with that water treatment stuff. I got the solar panel up here that's helping power the chicken coop door. You can see that I run the power in along there. There's the battery box for it here, running down through here. A little bit of that mastic on there, just kind of helping plug that hole. Got happy chickens here. We got the waterer and feeder going on, and everything seems to be working really, really sweet. Extremely happy with how this has turned out. So not only do the kids love the chickens, oh, but it's a great way to be able to compost some of your food or reuse it by feeding it to them. And there we go. Fun little chickens. So great, fun little project. Really glad we did it. Fresh eggs are amazing. Kids are loving it. And till next time, keep her at 11.